Hello, my monsters of the internet. Someone's giving. Welcome back to Phoenix Friday's Attorney. Let's just get back into it. I'm sorry the abrupt end happened. I won't let it happen again. I promise. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution's record's first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butz to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. I'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later. So be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
We were great together. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? Hey, she wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added! Passport added to the court record. The day before. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Did this man just say sugar daddies?
Daddies?
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts.
Yeah, that's what a sugar daddy is.
She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was.
That was gonna be horrible. I'm sorry that you had to hear part of that.
What do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I'm at a stop here. My client had no idea. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I just gotta drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh gosh.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder. Did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I'm gonna have him answer honestly, because this is gonna go bad. I know. I'll send him a signal. Order! Well, Mr. Butz, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying. Well, that's a surprise, Matches. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Prane, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saw to the stand. This guy, he's smiling his dinky little dot. Mr. Solid, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes! Mr. Sice, you may proceed with your testimony. I gotta pay attention here, guys. Boys, we're strapping in. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing in a apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some coordinates phones do not function normally.
Yeah, after this I'm gonna have a check of the, crap. Four PM to 5 PM. Ooh, I found a little discrepancy. Oh, crap. Now it's alright. Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why?
You supposed to lies in the testimony. I don't care if Big Mike is live. I like him, but... okay.
Touch the court record button.
God, wrong voice. And point out contradictions in the testimony. Cross-examination. I don't need to watch all this. Yo, this is getting good. Present the autopsy report. Boom. You found the body at 1 PM. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 PM for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 PM. There was nobody no body to find at 1 PM. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that! Oh,
Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. Nope, no my testimony. I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sight, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 PM?
well, gee, That's a really good question. Good job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Again, the blackout! I know what to do. Cross-examination, the time of discovery. Let's get down to business, baby. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Present. Hold it right there. Yeah, I will. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sort? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Wait! I remember now! Mr. Sort, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies. It was, must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sight. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. What do I press on? Something's fishy here. Now I know what to present. This. Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? With your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sight. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? I have problems! Several! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed, the witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. Well, I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard! How are you liking my voices so far? Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sight. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Grr! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Go on. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn, give him death. Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please.
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sod heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... try sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne? Can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Which is not accurate to my actual time. It's 6:21. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sod, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright? Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawyer! Chief! Listen up, Wright! Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But, Chief, it's over. I can't believe the clock was slow the day of the murder. I think I can, and I know this one because I know my time zones. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna cheat this one. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock is running slow. I've thought long and hard about this, and I think I'm gonna present the passport. Take that! The victim had just returned from home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there. It's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you? Saw it? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Okay, I think the murderer's dead now. Order! Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed.
I don't think I've ever seen someone complete an offense so quickly.
Usually it takes 3 days. And find the true culprits at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, no formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. We have the perfect music for the yeah. Hey. Yeah. And with this case done, I think that's a good stopping point for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like down below, subscribe to join the monsters of the internet, and see you guys later. Goodbye.